Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how I cut gaskets on the Tormch 770. Okay, so I cut my gasket material out of 16th inch neoprene rubber gasket material I get from a company called Equal Seal online. I used to get it from a McMaster car, but I was having trouble with their gasket material. Equal Seal actually has a huge selection of different types of gasket material. They even custom make gaskets for you on their machine. But anyway, so I get it pre-cut to 1x2 to fit on the diacro shear here. I just cut it to size on the diacro shear. I cut mine a 1/2 inch over the size that I want. So in this particular case, I'm cutting 3x5 inch oval gaskets. So I'm going to go by 3.5 inches. And in this particular case, I'm going to cut a dozen. Of course, then I'll come back and cut 5.5, like that. And I'll just get myself a stack of 12 like that. Alright, I got my stack of 12 here. Now if I cut a lot of gaskets, I usually use a steel rule die that I can cut like, 14 or 15 of them, in like a couple of seconds. But this is for the sizes that I don't use a lot of. The steel rule dies run $200 or $300, and just certain sizes just don't make sense to get a die for. So I just cut them on the mill here. Okay, well this is the vacuum box that I made a couple of years ago. It's been working great ever since. Actually, I made one with larger holes, like 1/4 inch holes, but those just turned out to be too big. So I ended up making a new top. These are, I don't know, I think I used an 1/8 inch drill bit for this. But actually, I've been using this for a while now. Let me take you in closer here. It's actually pretty worn. So I think today I'm gonna go ahead and face this. Okay, so I'm going to do the facing on here using conversational. I've done it manual in the past. I figured I'd try doing it with the conversational. I'm going to be using my face mill, which is tool 8. I'm in low gear, so I'm not going to run it too high, but I'm just going to run it at 2,500 RPM, 50 inches a minute. And basically I set my zeros on this corner back here, and I just put in the dimensions of the actual piece here. I did a test run at 25 thousandths of an inch, 1/4 of an inch over. Made sure it was, because it compensates for the diameter of the tool when it comes in over here already, so you don't have to compensate for that. Basically, I'm going to take 10 thousandths of an inch cuts. I shouldn't need to take any more than 50 thousandths of an inch off of this. I'm just going to let it pass each time, and if everything's gone, all the marks are gone, I'll just stop it before the 50 thousandths, of course. Okay, so I'm actually going to run 2 vacuums on this. I'm going to run my regular vacuum that holds the material down through the holes, and I'm going to run another vacuum for the other stuff that can't pick up. I'm also going to wear a respirator. This wood's got some kind of nasty chemicals in it, so... Okay, well, it looks like 40 thousandths seem to have done the trick. I don't see any more marks on here, so all ready to go. I just have to set my 0 on this work offset again. Okay, so I've set my zeros. Actually, I set my zeros 20 thousandths of an inch below this, just to compensate, just so that the blade cuts deep enough through the material. Alright, well, the next thing I do is basically, I've got the zeros set in the center, because that's the way it works best with the software. I'm using Sheet Cam, I think. So what I do is I basically just find the center based on counting, you know, the holes. So I got 2 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know I'm in the center there. Now all I have to do is close up the unused holes, and I just do that with some masking tape. I just buy like a 6-pack of this from Home Depot. I was using the blue stuff, but this stuff is good enough. This stuff is cheaper, so. All right, I already got the code loaded up, and just need to turn the vacuum on, and I'm using the Donic drag knife. I think you can go to the website. They're kind of pricey. It's like $250, but you know, I've used this thing for a long time. It's more than paid for itself. So. Alright, depending upon the type of gasket material I'm using, sometimes it just falls right out, and it also depends upon how sharp the blade is. I've used this for a little while, but it should be good for a little while still. Alright, and there's the first gasket. Pretty simple. Alright, you get the rest of these knocked out. Alright, well, if you like this video, I would appreciate the thumbs up. Feel free to leave any comments or suggestions down below. I read through all of them. I appreciate all the feedback and tips you guys give me. Also, if you'd like to subscribe, there should be a subscribe button over here. On other videos you might like to watch, I'll try to leave a link for the gasket, for the vacuum box. Alright, and as always, thanks for watching.